Hello there, YouTube. We are back with some more match play commentary for y'all. I am joined by the Brother Bear, the Highway Man, TJ.
Never mind.
You haven't done that in a while.
I had a lot. I had a.
People
Well, I was just
teased.
thinking. Do you think it'd be cool to be like a samurai frog?
I mean, I dream about that every day.
Like imagine
Like
you
Gamakichi.
use your. Exactly. Well, he's a ninja toad, but yeah. If there's ninja toads, does that mean that the others are samurai frogs? Is that like the opposite?
I don't know.
Is that how that works?
Maybe.
Someone tell me in the comments down below.
True. Well, we got some matches for you guys, which are filmed over at Sully's Abode, local card shop we go to every Thursday for Digimon. Start about 6:30 p.m. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, want a nice shop to play some Digimon or other card games, feel free to check them out. They are located, like I said, in Bolingbrook in the Bolingbrook Promenade. I'll drop their TCG player link down in the video description below, along with our socials. But today's matchup features Danny on the left, bringing back Megidramon, and we've got Gabe on the right, playing Sakuyamon. So two pretty, I would say, like, strong meta decks. So it should be a very good matchup for you guys to watch and kind of see how this plays out. I would imagine this is pretty much a game of who can set up first, or who can set up faster. But both decks I feel like have pretty neat ways to go about it, so it should be a fun one to watch. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Without further ado, let's hop right into the round.
I think more than anything, it comes down to does Sakuya see Valder?
Yeah, that's true.
If Sakuya sees Valder, you're just like you can't do any of your on plays. You're just stuck in a weird spot. You kind of just lose the thing from there.
Alright, Daddy kicks it off with a Gil in the back and then a training. Gabe starts off with a Rika, picking up a Rena X. And Danny continues. Oh my. Bye-bye options. I act surprised, but honestly, like, we're going to be seeing a lot of Megidra this week. This is probably just normal. Like, you just search. Yeah. You run so many options that it's just bound to happen.
Yeah, I would be ready to see a good chunk of it at... We're recording this before you leave for Niagara, but I'd be ready to play, like I said, at Niagara, too.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Give me that all day.
True. It is just a fast deck. It's a fast deck. It's a good deck, like, mental wise, to, like, keep your brain, like, in a good spot. And it has a lot of really good matchups. Like, there's not... Well, that is... All of the Gravity Crush is gone. That's
unfortunate.
Good for Gabe.
Very good for Gabe. Growl will swing. Big guy living hits a Rena X.
Yeah. And
then we play a Digimon I Design.
Draw one, trash one. That's good. It pairs really well with the Growl X, so if the Growl X does get deleted, he'll be able to put out the Guilmon and then use Digimon I Design to go ahead and Evo into something else.
So go ahead and crack one training to go into a QB effect. Since we only have one Rika, we can go ahead and play another one. Cycle, hitting a pause plugin and a BT what, 19? 18 Sakuya?
That's 19.
19 Sakuya. And then debating if we want to use the other training here. I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you can... Okay, so we go Tau Ace instead. Tau Ace will let him play out a plugin. We will end up going Scramble, which is just as good. We go into Sakuya. Sakuya effect. We'll let him draw 2. Gain some memory off of the Rika since Scramble was played. And then can play out another option card. You see the pause plugin now being used. We'll minus 6 KDP on the Growl. And then Danny will be able to spit out the Gil.
Yeah.
And then the promo GG will let him pick up a card, which I did not see what he picked up.
Yeah, so we don't opt to use Digimon I Design just yet.
Sure. Okay, so where do we go here from Gabe's perspective? We will go Sakuya X, which, yep, that makes sense as well. Another token will come out to play. This one is a 9k DP with Rush. The other one, I believe, is a 6k DP with Blocker.
Yeah.
Go ahead and swing.
Something I learned when I was playing Galactic into Sakuya today. I was like, oh, they don't have play costs.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that. For the longest time, I didn't realize they were tokens without play costs. I was like, huh?
So yeah, we swung with the X antibody. Would allow him to use a scramble. Scramble goes into Volder. We go ahead swing with the rush token, and just like that, we're down to 0 security.
Yeah. Now we're in a weird spot though. We don't
wild.
really have a means of taking game.
Right.
But on plays are shut off, which
Correct.
is really
All plays are shut off, and I mean, like,
Giga.
there's no mem boost in play. We saw that Danny unfortunately whiffed out on Jack Raid, Gravity Crushes. They're all in trash. Nothing's in back. Nothing's on the board. Like, this is a
it's pretty
very
there's
steep
not much
hill
you
to
can do.
climb, if not already just down and out.
There's not enough cards in trash to drop like a Rush Gallon or something like that.
Yeah,
There's not even
yeah.
enough bodies on board to suspend for a medieval play. Like yeah.
We'll drop a boost and pick up a card, and looks like we're just kind of accepting fate here.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead, swing. And
Yep,
that's
we're
game
doing
1.
two.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the Grav Crush mill was that was tough. That was tough. There is not much not much that can be done about that.
Yeah, which, I mean, I don't know if we touched upon this in the other video, but I think, you know, we did discuss that there's a lot of folks playing it because it's so explosive, right? But I think the big difference here, I think, at least over here in NA and like the English side of things, like best of 3 versus best of 1, I think that's a huge thing when you think about like representation of decks, right? In JP being best of 1, like you said, you could really just wait for the big play, and if you draw it, you got it pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
Here in like a best of 3 format, like, yeah, you could have that one game, but then you could also very well have a game sort of like we saw with Will and Mike's match, right? Where like if you just don't see it, or you just don't have the right line and your opponent does, the game is definitely fast enough nowadays, and a lot of decks have that capability to just say, yeah, if you don't see what you need and you're taking time to set up, we're just gonna plow right through you.
Yeah, just gonna hit the gas and go. So it looks like we have Dania starting. Dropping the Analog Youth, get some search, grab some War Growl. I think that was War Growl grabbed, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Gabe will drop a boost. Cycle. Oh. Okay, we'll pick up a Talmud. It's not a bad card to pick up. I feel like I'm always missing that card when I'm playing Sakuya.
One choke's pretty good as well. Danny just playing the memory. And it looks like Gabe's gonna go ahead and go.
Bye-bye Volder, but I mean, that's still not bad. You pick up a Rena and a Digivolution plugin.
You know, not bad at all.
There we go. Talmon. Talmon will allow him to use the plugin that we just picked up. Potentially going to a BT-21 Sakuya.
Yeah. Nothing to DP reduce. We gained some memory off the Inherits and off the Rika.
Go ahead and play a boost. Cycle. Looks like we will pick up another Tau again. And because we use an option card, is immune to being bounced to, I believe, hand or deck.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and
Doesn't
swing.
super matter for this one, but
go ahead, swing. Use a training off a Tau effect to pick up a scramble. How do we pass turn here?
Looks like we have. We're
very
thinking about
fair.
dropping that scramble. Looks like. Okay, we just training.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So now we're in a weird spot where hopefully Gabe has enough comeback potential, but this is gonna be a tough
You mean Danny?
little like window. Or no, I mean Gabe, because Danny right now, if Danny wanted, okay, never mind. I was gonna say if Danny wanted to, Danny can very easily clear that, kind of work his magic. Although he was stuck in a weird spot.
Yeah.
So I guess he only had 2 memory. We didn't have enough memory to kind of go for it unless he had like a scramble in hand.
Sakuya will swing again, drop a training. We pick up the Ruin mode. Now, Ruin mode I would say not, well, yeah, Ruin mode still pretty good actually, because you could
It's still
definitely
really
stop
good.
your Gills and stuff, all that
Yeah,
jazz.
shutting off rush gills is tough.
Oh, option cards,
Another analog.
bye-bye.
We don't really entirely mind it though from Megidra.
No.
Getting the trash set up with more cards is fine.
Yeah. Drop the Rena, pick up a Rika. And how do we want to pass turn? like you said, Danny could start doing some things next turn. It looks like we will use a training to go into the QB. Pick up the plug-in from trash. Looks like we're debating procking the other training here to go into a Tau. Looks like we will use the plug-in that we just picked up to go back into another Sakuya. Yep, we'll go into the Sakuya that lets you draw 2. Play out an option card. If he does, we'll play out another blocker. Wondering here if you just scramble into the ruin mode.
All this is really nice, but without an ace, the second
don't care.
Yeah, the second Danny swings, the board is all gone. Everything leaves. He just dark holes the board and just. I mean, if a Valder hits the board, then no on plays, sure, but. That's fine.
I will say though, yeah. I mean, Gabe's definitely got a lot of aggression going this turn.
We'll go Valder. Watch on the analog youth.
Yeah, because Valder will be swinging.
A scramble, which.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Do another check. Wipe out the rest of security.
Boost that.
It is. I know. We're talking about like how Megidra doesn't particularly care about Sakuya doing Sakuya things, but it is crazy that we literally started off with what, just that one body, and now we have
the stack that was on board already for a turn.
Right, and then now we have like a whole board of 2 tokens, another Sakuya. We've got trainings and boost ready to go. We've got a tamer and all, like, and we're still keeping like it's still turn.
Yeah,
it's felt like forever.
It is absolutely nutty. But alas, it has come to an end.
It has.
Okay, we don't ruin mode, which I think is fair. There's no real reason to right now. Like there's
okay.
We go Wargall X first.
Okay.
Delete one of the tokens. Looks like. I mean, I think the extra check's probably needed.
Yeah, scramble into Megidra.
Yeah,
also not bad.
Yeah, that's fine. You're gonna gain some memory back on the death, and you probably have memory gain options as well.
Yumon check hits a scramble. No level 3 to play. Adds the hand. We'll go ahead swing with Megidra. We'll do the 3 checks.
We'll do 3 checks.
Yeah. That's
Lives.
pretty good.
Actually, this is just.
Could
there's
be
no rush to gain. There's no rush. We don't gain on plays.
Oh, true, because of Valder. Yeah.
Yeah, but we do clear the board. The entire board goes go bye-bye. So we have to play out a Rush Gallon or something like that. We do not want to play a body off Megidra right now because it will not.
And there it is.
It will not get a rush.
Well played.
Yep, Rush Gallon.
Well played, Danny.
Yep. And that's what I was saying, right? Like you can build that whole board, you can do that whole thing, but it doesn't matter if you don't have an ace card to stop it or anything else happens. Yeah, play
absolutely.
For 1. That's fine. And we go to game 3. But yeah, that just goes to show the insane comeback potential of Megidra there. Like it's insane how that deck can like look at like a losing situation and just go, okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and just blow out security now. you gave me some resources. All right, security's gone. Board's wiped.
That's cute. Bye.
Yeah, that was a good call. That was a good call for Danny not to just like get lost in the sauce and just drop something off of the Megidra.
Yeah.
Definitely played smart there, and Gabe did good too. I mean, like Valderarm was the correct play. Valderarm was 100% the correct play. If Danny doesn't have Rush Gallant or Promo Gallant, like you're just stuck in like you can't do anything. You just lose at that way. At least in that angle.
Now this is making me want to build Megidra.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
I just need to get my promo GGs.
Yeah, that is the hard part.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think, like you said, it is very nice to see Megidra back in the spotlight. You know, it's definitely a fun archetype. We've seen it do a lot of damage. It's also nice to see game 3s. We've had two days with back-to-back game 3s. Felt like for the longest time on the channel, we haven't had game 3s.
No, for sure. We definitely had a bit of a drought. I think the other thing that's nice about Megidra, too, is that it's not just like the Lilith Loop Megidra that was just milling people out. It's like actual, just like, yeah, this is Megidra archetype. I'm just going to, like, just check face.
Yeah.
As cool as, like, milling out your opponent is. It's like as neat as I think that is, like, as a mechanic. I think that Megidra was just sort of an engine, like a tool for Lilith to use. Whereas this is like, yeah, the Megidra is like he is the deck. He is the card.
Right.
He is the guy.
Right. So Gabe goes into a QB, goes into a Rika to search, pick up. Fortunately, I had to bot deck a Vol during a training, and we play out another training here. Suspend Rika to choke to 1. Not bad.
Pretty good. We have the boost. We are live. We are good to go.
Yeah.
If we have the Wargrowl and Megidra, we do pitch a Wargrowl, so I'm assuming we have one in hand. Because if we
that would be my assumption.
That'd be crazy. Yep, boost.
Scramble into said Wargrowl.
Yep, even better. Scrambles are so insane in this deck, dude. It's so nutty with Rush Geel.
Wargrowl X too. I mean, a lot of people typically do the swing with the Wargrowl, reduce evo cost. But I mean, Wargrowl X to just pop a body, and then if you can scramble into Megidra and still do some extra damage, it's still pretty darn good.
I wonder if we're missing a Megidra maybe, and that's why we just opted to do that. Swing for a check. Didn't clear the Renamon though, which is...
There's a Megidra.
Yeah, there we go. That's what. Yeah, it looks like we were missing Megidra. I would have swung over the Rena. I don't think I would have checked security.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's no scramble left for Gabe, so yeah, that would have just cleared the board and then really forced him to just hard play stuff. But now you've given him a rookie to kind of build a stack off of.
Yeah, you give the window, get a Rika on the board now.
Yeah, this could be tough.
Gabe.
Right, so go Tau. Tau will let Gabe play out an option. We'll play a scramble. Going into a Sakuya. We'll gain some memories off of the Rikas, I'm assuming. And then Sakuya will draw 2. Yep. Go ahead and...
Like we did what? We minused it by 2k.
2K.
Gave Sec -1. Which, I mean, it's fine. You're still like...
Yeah, you're fine. Go scramble here. Scramble to play out the blocker, but looks like we will choose to not Evo. That's what it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, if we scramble, we wouldn't be getting the tokens, so...
Right.
If we were choosing to use the full effect. We swing, use the Talmon. Play out a scramble. Ruin for 2. Minus 5k to the board.
End of attack. Delete or cover 1, and then Danny will sequence his stuff out. Now he could, in theory, play out the Geel, but the ruin mode, board wipe, board neg.
Yeah,
pop
minus
it,
10.
So.
The good thing for Danny is that it's all one instance, right? So it's like it's not like we're staggering minus 5Ks across like 2 different like congruent turns. Or not congruent, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead, it's just like one big nuke, which is fine. Just build in the back. Yeah, that's fine. Set up some resources,
just
maybe.
Keep setting up. Yeah, you're totally fine.
Now
with
you're good to go. So unless like you get ruin moded again, which can happen.
Which can happen
with the scrambles there. But Gabe drawing looks like we're not gonna scramble the. Oh no, we can't scramble.
We can't scramble. Yep.
Never mind. I'm a liar.
All right, do the check. Blocker lives. Go into the Starmon here. We will crack the boost, gain the memory back. We'll go into Tau once again. Tau will let him play out the plugin S, evoing into nothing.
Oh, do we not have a...
We don't have a Sakuya, looks like.
We don't have a Sakuya, yeah. So we're going to training.
That's tough.
Ruin mode. No Sakuya.
No Sakuya really means that Danny can really just punch the aggression next turn.
Yeah, still no Sakuya. That's tough.
That's really tough.
I mean, you just play the plugin S on the off chance that the top card you draw is a Sakuya?
I think that's what you do. I think that's what you do, yeah.
If there's no more training, nothing else? Nope.
That was a Rika. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Reggie.
And... Oh!
Do it again.
He is him. He did it.
He does find a Sakuya. But here's the problem. He's used all his Evo options. I don't think he has any other...
Yeah.
Yeah, just plays a boost.
Pick up a Rena here. You just have to pick up a Rena. Yeah. Call it a day.
It was a QB, actually.
Or QB. All right. So.
I mean, here's the thing. So Sakuya's burnt most of its resources.
Mm-hmm.
End of turn, we do scramble and play out that Guilmon, or start a turn rather. Sorry.
Yeah.
No rush Gil off that, but just another Guilmon to work off of, which could be big.
Yeah. Now Growlix. Just. I mean, this is gonna be a turn for Danny. I feel like.
Yeah. This is
This is go time.
what Megidra looks for. Yeah. You just training, go for 1. Mill top 2. That was a Grav Crush that went bye. Counting cards.
We see a Graph Crush in hand too, and we see a Jack Raid. So I mean, this could be.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Well, the Gil. Oh, that Gil should not be able to swing. There's no rush on him.
It's true.
Let's see if it matters.
Megidra does the 2 checks. Third
Yeah,
check.
and then we'll die, burn top. We'll gain 2 memory.
Oh yeah, we
There
do
is
the Rush
no-
Gallant here for game. We do the things. I mean, it's tough to say if that really mattered or not. I mean, I think
so
at the
the-
end of the day,
There would be the difference is that the Guilmon. Okay, so if we tap the Analog Youth, we go to 3 memory. If he had a Rush Gil in hand, it doesn't matter.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Because the Guilmon would have gone bye-bye off of the Megidra blowing up the board. So get Rush Gallant could hit the board, do its swing, and then you just drop a Guilmon and swing.
Right.
But if that's not the case, then yeah, that is a bit of a difference maker. But misplays happen.
It happens, but
It's
also,
okay.
I mean, like, I think Sakuya was also in a pretty tough spot. Like you said, you burned a lot of resources. Yes, you have Scrambles live to, like, put stuff back on top deck to make sure you have what you need. But if you do a board wipe there, a lot of what you play out is not going to have Rush either. You're going to have to probably burn the boost, play out a Rookie, and hope you can climb up the line that way and not really do as much. Which, I mean, if Danny's able to climb back up, then you don't really care, you know, or you just slam down a promo Gallant or a Rush Gallant and call it a day. But yeah, no, I mean, well played by both players. Because things were definitely popping off on both ends. You know, we saw Sakuya have some explosive plays that's pretty well known for, and we've seen Megidra do some pretty nutty things too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and hopefully we catch you on that next video. Bye.
Bye.